Right, this is video help for S.8, solving equations involving like terms. It is the second topic on your fluency topic. Okay, so let's see, how can we do this? This is the problem that I have up here. If I write this out, or if I don't, what I have to do is I have to combine the like terms before I can solve the equation. So if you guys notice here, I have 19u, I have negative 18u. I'm going to actually use a different one that's slightly thinner. I have 19u, and I have negative 18u, and then I have negative u, and positive 4u, and those all have u in it, which means that they are like terms. So 19, I'm going to erase it so we can see a little bit better. 19u minus 18u, well, that gives me u. Then I have to subtract u, and that gives me 0u. So far these are all canceled out, and I have 4u left. So the problem that I have left is 4u is equal to 8. I'm going to use my multiplicative inverse of 1/4 on each side, which gives me u is equal to 8 divided by 4, which would give me u is equal to 2. Let's see if that is accurate. All right, let's try this one. Here we have all of our h's. We have 18h plus h, that gives me 19h, plus h, that would give me 20h, and then I have minus 9h, which would give me 11h, and then I have negative 8h minus 8h, which would give me 8, 9, 10, 11. 3h is equal to 12. I have to use my multiplicative inverse, which would be 1/3. So I'm going to multiply each side by 1/3. So h is equal to 12 divided by 3, which would give me h is equal to 4. All right, let's try some more difficult ones. I'm going to try to get closer to 70, which is where you guys have a lot more issues. All right, let's try this one. Here we have a negative 7z plus a negative 7z is equal to 14. So I have two negative 7z's. So I have, basically what I have to do is negative 7 plus negative 7, which is the same thing as negative 14. So I have negative 14z is equal to 14. I have to use the multiplicative inverse, which in this case is going to give me negative 1/14. So that these cancel each other out. And I have to multiply what I do to one side, I have to do to the other. So now I have 14 over 14, actually it's a negative, which that's the same thing as negative 1. So my answer is going to be negative 1 in this case. Let's see if I'm right. All right, I'm at 72. You guys think I need to get one more to get to 75? Let's try it. Here I just have a lot more b's, but they are all b's. They are all the same term. But there's a tricky piece of this. And I'm going to rewrite it, okay? So I have 8b minus negative 7b minus 11b plus 15b plus negative 14b, okay? I'm not going to add the equals negative 20 yet because we have to simplify all of this mess first, all right? So, right here, this looks a little bit different than I'm used to, right? 8b minus a negative. That is not the same thing. If I have two negatives together, remember, when they attract, they're going to turn into a positive. Because subtracting is the same thing as adding the opposite, if you guys remember that. So, in this case, I have 8b, and I'm going to add the opposite, so it's actually 8b plus 7b. So 8b plus 7b, That gives me 15b, and let's go on with the rest. I'm going to subtract 11b plus 15b and plus negative 14b. Okay, so I have 15b minus 11b. Well, that gives me 4b. And then I'm going to add 15b back in. 4b plus 15b, that gives me 19b plus negative 14b. Those are two different signs. So I'm going to subtract. So 19 minus 14 gives me 5b is equal to, now I can bring in this negative 20 here, is equal to negative 20. So I'm going to multiply each side by 1/5. And these cancel out. And I have b is equal to negative 20 over 5. That does not look like a 20, so I'm going to erase that. 20, which is equal to negative 4. Let's see if I'm correct. Excellent. And now I'm at 75. Perfect. I don't have to go any further. Hopefully this video helped.